Hi, I'm Erica. Welcome to my channel. Go do all that YouTube stuff down below and let's get going. So today we are talking about NYX lipsticks. If you're not familiar with NYX, I don't know how you're not and how you found this channel, but it's a very popular of mid to high drugstore makeup, and they have a number of lipstick varieties. Now, before I started this video, I thought to myself, well, how many do they really have? Because it seems so overwhelming, especially like when you're in Ulta looking at all of them. But when I sat down, I was going through all my lipstick, it didn't seem like NYX has that many more than like Maybelline. So that's just something to think about. It might seem a little overwhelming, but I think what the difference is that NYX puts out so many colors in every single line that they do. There's going to be something for everyone. It's very, very inclusive. So it doesn't matter if you are albino white or Nubian black, you are going to be able to find something in a NYX line, every single NYX color line for you. And especially in today's makeup climate, that is an amazing thing. So we are just going to go ahead and let's start with their newest. Now keep in mind, this is also not going to be everything in the line. I just picked out a couple of my favorites, a couple that were duds, and a couple that are just meh. So their newest launch was the Powder Puff Lippy. I liked it. I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I was going to. With the name Powder Puff, and everybody kept saying that it dries down to like a powder formula. I didn't find that. Maybe I have a different expectation of what a powder is, but it was a beautiful color. It lasted. It's easy to apply. Would I buy it again? Absolutely. It's a little hard to find right now. I had to keep going back for days and days and days just to find a color that I was willing to buy. Time on here is 18 months, which is pretty good. There are some lipsticks that I've seen where the open date it's 6 months. So 18 months for this, it's pretty good. This line is a little bit smaller color range wise, but there's definitely a nice variety. What to talk about next? Oh, we'll talk about these next because I actually saw these on clearance at Ulta. So I don't know if they're being discontinued or if they're just getting rid of them at Ulta, because they also carry them at Walgreens. These are the NYX, I think they just call them the Ssmacking Fun colors, and I have it in Harmonic and Castle. And these are kind of like this whole line, it's kind of like a frosty color, but if you're ever looking for like an interesting color, this is a great line. You can see I've got like a purpley shade and a nice pinky frosty shade. I was really into the Castle last summer, and I think it's just because I've gotten so pale over the winter. I actually finally went out and got new foundation the other day, and I'm using those NYX Total Control drops, and I went from color 10 to 5. So I'm not really enjoying the purple one right now, and it's probably just because I have gotten so pale and it's just not working with my color right now. The only other thing about these is, well, actually, you know what? It's only this one, only the purple one. It tastes kind of weird. So if you're weird about taste, I wouldn't recommend these, but this one doesn't taste like anything. So maybe I just got a bad one. I don't know. And the open time on these are 12 months. All right. Let's do these next. These are my favorite. These are the butter glosses, and I actually have them in 4 colors. I couldn't find the 4th one, but the 4th one's like a red shade. But these are strawberry cheesecake, devil's food cake, and angel food cake. Do you see the theme? These are really great, just kind of everyday wear lip glosses. And I say that with a caveat, because even though the word gloss is in the name, they're not necessarily healthy for your lips. I often find that at the end of the day that my lips are feeling a little dried out and tired after wearing these. But they are really beautiful and I do really enjoy them. And like I said, they're just easy to wear. You know, you're not gonna have to worry about, you know, bleeding through, you know, or, you know, having to get out the mirror, because you can just toss it on and go. Speaking of bleeding, I picked up the slip tease. I had been really wanting to try this for a while, and I ended up really, I'm really torn on this product because I enjoy the formula. The formula is amazing. There's actually a grapeseed oil in here, and so there are things in here that are actually good for your lips because it's a lip oil. But my issue with it, well, the first one is this doe foot. There is no reason that any doe foot ever needs to be this big, and they do this with a lot of their line. But you know, look at, I mean, the butter ones are not that big. They're just a regular doe foot. And even like, I brought a couple to show you, like the Jeffree Star one, he talks about his, you know, his big doe foots. They're scooped and they're a good size, but they're not enormous. These, the Infallible Pros, I really enjoyed these doe foots. This is so soft. Like every time I put it on, I love it, but then the color goes on my lips and I go, oh, that's right, I hate this color. And I've tried a few of them in the line and I just never could find a color in this line that I enjoyed. Even these little tiny mini ones have a great size applicator. There's just no reason that a doe foot needs to be this big. I have pretty decent sized lips, so I can't imagine how somebody with like little skinny lips could possibly get this on. The other issue is that it does bleed a bit. I am willing to look past that because I really enjoy the way that it feels on my lips, and as long as I have my lips lined before I put it on, it's the color I've got on right now. It's absolutely fine. It's just, there's little things that you have to do to get it to work, but once it's working, I really enjoy it, and I see myself reaching for this again and again and again and again. So next I have the Soft Matte Lip Creams. Now the nice thing about this is that I'm never gonna get that gloss off my hand. These are a formula that dries down, so they dry down matte, but they're not heavy. They're soft mattes. Say it right in the name. And this one is Budapest, and I really enjoy these. Now the wear time isn't like a regular dry down matte, but it doesn't transfer, and the open time on these are 18 months. Oh, I'll get that later. I don't know if I mentioned, but it's 12 months for the lip oil. So if you're kind of like me and you're just kind of over the whole matte lip, long lasting thing, that's a good way that's a good route to go, because they're not going to dry down and be completely uncomfortable. You can still wear them all day, and there's not going to be any transfer. The last two that I want to talk about, I don't actually have with me, but they were bad. So they're not necessary. They were not meant to stay. The first one I was so disappointed was the Epic Ink. I was so looking forward to it because I use the Epic Ink liner almost on a daily basis. As far as liquid liners go, it's my go-to. It's amazing. So I saw, oh, Epic Ink, I got so excited. And yeah, no. I don't know what it is, and I'm sure that you do this too. You keep going back to formulas that you know don't work for you. So it's what the Epic Ink is, it's a lip stain. And I do not have perfect model lips every single day. I get my little dry patches, my lips are uneven, so things like that, when you put them on, it doesn't stain evenly. You get dark spots on your dry spots, and this one was particularly bad because I put it on and I was driving to see a client. When I got to the location, I looked like I had been eating like a slushie. Even my teeth had been stained. So I was like, ugh, get out the whitening pen you didn't see my Dollar Tree haul. There you go. I just couldn't. No, that has to go back. The other one that I really didn't enjoy was the lip lingerie, and they might have even discontinued it because it was pretty bad. My sister got it in an Ipsy bag. She hated it, so she gave it to me. I hated it. I ended up decluttering it because it had the same doe foot as the lip slip, the giant oversized, but it was also a matte formula, so when you put it on, it dried down, and that was pretty much it. And so manipulating that giant doe foot to do it perfectly the first time was impossible. But then it actually didn't stay. It would stay on the outside of your lips, but the inside, it would fade immediately. It would transfer to your teeth, and it was just a nightmare. So that one is long gone as well. I know, but like I mentioned earlier, the NYX rounds, those are on clearance right now, and the butter lipsticks are also on clearance right now at Ulta. So at my Ulta today, they were actually pretty much all gone. I think there was like one thing left that was sealed, but you might be able to still pick up a couple online if you're interested in trying them. And like I said, I don't know if they're discontinuing them or if they're just discontinuing them at Ulta. So that's all I have for you today. Have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye.